but I want to go right for the juggler on this one. First of all, I don't know. We don't know what's true. It's all conjecture. I don't think Coach Van Gundy should have broke that out right now. And I don't think Dwight Howard should ask to have his coach fired. But I have a serious problem with somebody in management. If they had a private conversation with Dwight Howard, it should have stayed private. They should not have shared it with Coach Van Gundy. I like Coach Van Gundy. I don't think that was the appropriate time to drop that bombshell, especially on the game day. Like I say, Dwight Howard should not try to get his coach fired. But whoever the scumbag is, if it's true, who had a private conversation with Dwight Howard to leak that to Coach Van Gundy, that's just a punk-ass move, in my opinion.
Okay, that's quite the first crack at it. Okay, Kenny, go ahead.
I get what you're saying, but
which part?
Why, but about the private conversation. But it was always private until Van Gundy says it to the media.
No, but
so he didn't have to say it.
The guy had a private conversation with Dwight Howard.
I'm going to get there. I'll get my crack. I'm getting to where I'm going, but it's going to take me a second. So now, if he doesn't have to address it at all, why does he have to address it? That's Otis Smith's job to address that. Is this coach being fired? He's the only one who fires and hires is the general manager. That's Otis Smith's job. Listen, I coach this team. Players are not going to like me. They're going to want me to be here, not going to be, depending on how the ball bounces sometimes. That's what coaching's all about. Next question. To me, that's what goes on. But I don't understand, Shaq, the relevance of how him bringing it out now either. I don't know what is he accomplishing by saying it to the media. I don't understand what's being accomplished.
First of all, private conversations should never be brought public. I think it was a Bush League move by Stan Van Gundy, really, personally. First of all, he's lost his team forever now. That right there can never be repaired. You threw your main guy under the bus. Even if you guys did have a terrible relationship, now it's even worse. It cannot be repaired. And even if they did have that conversation, I think it was the right conversation to have. Let me tell you why. Players respect guys with proven resumes. You know, Stan's been there a while. He's a good coach, but as you know, in this league, good is not good enough. It's all about winning championships. And I think that sometimes they don't respect his decision-making.
What's more of a Bush League move? Going to management and saying, you need to fire this coach, or a coach responding to a question about, hey, we're hearing this, what do you feel about it?
It's been done before. If I'm working in a corporation and I'm one of the leaders and I'm talking to the head president guy and you guys trusting me, it's been done before behind closed doors. Like, hey,
and we don't know how it was said, because we don't know if Otis Smith said, "Hey, if this could have done before, if this could have done before."
First of all, trust me, it's been done before.
It has been done before, but it is Bush League for them to share that with Stan Van Gundy.
So what they should have done?
They don't have to share that with him. They don't have to share that.
Well, I put it like this.
Kenny, let me ask you
I'm not put it like this. If I'm the general manager, somebody comes to me and I ask them a question and say, listen, I'm going to say, Shaq, do you want him here? Do you really want him here? And you go, nah, not really. And then I'm going to go, you know what, Coach? The reason why you're not going to be here is because our big guy don't want you here. I'm going to let that, and we're going to make that known. It's not going to be any faking and funk going on. We're going to let it be known.
If Ernie or myself went to David Levy and said, we want Kenny fired,
then David Levy should come talk to me and say, y'all said that.
Exactly.
Don't say, I don't believe
that. He should say that. And then I'm going to come have a conversation with you.
Because we can't work together.
No, but I'm going to have a conversation with you.
Because I'm saying, Shaq, I agree with you what you said. He can't, as much as I like Coach Van Gundy, he done lost that team. But listen, me and you could never work together again. But if I went behind your back to the boss and say, fine.
But I'm going to say this, too, last thing. I'm never going to go on the air and say, hey, y'all, just to let y'all know, Ernie and Chuck want me fired. I'm not going to do that.
Well, Stan Van Gundy was wrong.
To David Levy's credit, he hasn't had that conversation.
And you better hope he knows. And you better hope he knows. Because you in the road, bro.
Hey, I got the skeletons in your closet.
Back with more in a minute here on As Green Week continues.
I know some skeletons. Ain't nobody getting fired around.